Here's an important health alert for everyone over 60. What if I told you that a habit many consider the gold standard for health, especially after 60, might not be enough to keep you active and independent? Right now, millions of people rely solely on daily walking to protect their bodies from aging. But this isn't some made-up story or an unfounded opinion. It's a medical finding based on new surgical and physiological evidence. Walking is great, don't get me wrong, but it fails to protect you from a silent enemy, accelerated muscle loss, also known as sarcopenia. What you're about to discover in this video is crucial for understanding why just walking can leave your bones and muscles vulnerable. More importantly, you'll learn the 5 surgeon-approved exercises that are superior to walking for ensuring your longevity. Stay with me, because this information might be the most important thing you hear today for your physical autonomy. So, what's the problem with walking? Scientifically, nothing. Walking is excellent for your cardiovascular system and for your mental health. But let's be very clear about something. When we talk about shielding your body against falls, fractures, and frailty after age 60, walking is simply incomplete. In simple terms, aging brings on a drastic biological change. From age 40, we start losing about 1% of our muscle mass every year. After 60, that number can double. So walking, being a low-impact aerobic exercise, just doesn't create the stimulus needed to stop this process. That's why every new medical guideline is watched so closely. Orthopedic surgeons and longevity specialists now point out that a lack of muscle strength, not just shortness of breath, the main risk factor for losing your independence. Today, let's separate fact from habit. I'm going to show you 5 specific movements you can do right at home that activate muscle fibers that walking completely ignores, okay? In situations like this, being afraid of exercise doesn't help at all. What you need is knowledge and the right technique. Before we get into the exercises, it's important to understand the medical context. Recent studies from top universities and guidelines from surgeons' associations show that combining strength exercises outperforms walking alone in critical ways. We're talking about a reduction in the risk of falls by up to 73% and an increase in physical strength of 89%. The main reason for this is biological. Walking works what we call slow-twitch muscle fibers. Okay, they're great for endurance, but they don't generate explosive strength. And it's that explosive strength you need to get up from a chair, climb a high step, or catch your balance after a stumble. The real risk today for people over 60 isn't just being completely sedentary. It's being a false active person, someone who walks every day but struggles to carry a heavy shopping bag or get up quickly. Think about it. Gravity is a constant force. If your muscles aren't stronger than gravity, your joints are going to pay the price. Let's move on to the first exercise, which is without a doubt the #1 indicator of longevity. The first exercise is what doctors call the sit to stand, or the chair squat. It might seem simple, but this movement is used by doctors worldwide as a test to predict mortality. If you have trouble getting up from a chair without using your hands, your health is statistically at risk. The mechanics here are superior to walking because you're reusing the largest muscle groups in your body all at once. Your quadriceps, glutes, and core. Here's how to do it safely. Start with a sturdy chair placed against a wall to keep it from slipping. Sit on the edge of the chair with your feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart. The goal is to stand up using only the strength of your legs without pushing off with your arms. As you stand up, breathe out. As you sit back down, control the movement till just plummet back into the chair. Okay, this control on the way down is what we call the eccentric phase, and it's where we build the strength that protects your knees. Okay, doesn't offer this kind of strengthening. Okay, if you can't do it without your hands today, don't panic. Start by using light support and gradually progress. The goal here is functionality. Now for our second exercise. This one focuses on a vital system, your venous return. We're talking about heel raises. Many vascular surgeons call the calves the second heart. Why? Because when you forcefully contract these muscles, please pump blood from your veins back up to your heart, fighting against gravity. Although walking uses the calves, it doesn't take them through the full range of motion needed to really strengthen that muscle pump, especially in people with slower circulation. This exercise is superior because it isolates and strengthens this pump, which can reduce swelling in the legs and lower the risk of blood clots, a common issue in this age group. The execution is technical but simple. Stand upright, holding onto the back of a chair for balance. Raise your heels as high as you possibly can, coming up onto the balls of your feet. Hold that top position for 2 seconds. This pause is crucial. Then, slowly lower your heels back to the ground. Doing 3 sets of 10 repetitions of this activates deep circulation in a way that a light 30-minute walk often QEN is like life insurance for your veins. The third exercise targets one of the biggest complaints in orthopedic offices, knee pain. I present to you the seated leg extension. Many people stop walking because their knees hurt, okay? The mistake is thinking that rest will cure osteoarthritis. What actually protects the knee isn't rest, but a strong quadriceps muscle. This is an open kinetic chain exercise. In simple terms, it means you strengthen the muscle without putting your body weight on the worn-out joint. This makes it safer and more focused than walking for someone who already has pain. To perform it, sit with your back straight in a chair. Slowly extend one leg until your knee is straight. At the top, contract your thigh muscle forcefully. Really feel that muscle tighten. Then, slowly return to the starting position. Studies show that strengthening the quadriceps can reduce knee pain by up to 58%. You're building a natural shock absorber for your joints, something walking alone just doesn't do as effectively. So far, we've talked about muscles and bones, but what about the brain? Walking is good for the mind. What exercises that require coordination and balance force the brain to create new neural connections. This process is called neuroplasticity. This brings us to our fourth exercise, which is fundamental for preventing falls. The fourth movement is known as the bird dog. This exercise is approved by neurosurgeons and physical therapists because it works on cross coordination. When you raise your right arm and your left leg at the same time, you force both hemispheres of your brain to communicate. Plus, it strengthens your core, the back and abdominal muscles that support your spine. Walking doesn't work on spinal stability in this specific way. For those over 60, we recommend the adapted version, either standing or supported by a table for safety. Support your hands on a firm table. Slowly raise your right arm forward and extend your left leg straight back. Try to keep your spine straight without letting your hip rotate. Then, switch sides. This has been shown to increase brain volume in areas linked to balance. It's a double workout, both physical and mental. And finally, our fifth exercise, the wall sit. This is an isometric exercise. That means you don't move, you just hold the position. So why is this superior to walking for bone density? It's because the constant tension on the bone stimulates calcium absorption, helping to prevent osteoporosis without the high impact of jumping or running. It's also a great test of mental and physical endurance. Here's how to do it. Lean your back flat against a wall. Slide down until your knees are slightly bent. You don't need to go all the way down to a 90-degree angle at first. Just hold the position for 20 to 30 seconds. You'll feel your legs start to tremble. This is good. It means those deep muscle fibers are being activated. In conclusion, should you keep walking as part of your life? Absolutely. It's fundamental. But believing that it's enough is a mistake that could cost you your mobility in the next 10 years. The most important point here is context. Adding these 5 exercises, even just 2 or 3 times a week, creates a muscular armor that walking alone cannot build. Start slowly, respect your limits, but please, start. The science is clear. Strong muscles are the secret to an independent old age. If you found this information useful and important, please share it. Send this video to friends and family who need to know this. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next health alerts. Thanks for watching. Stay informed and stay safe.